Hi, welcome back. In this chapter, you'll learn what HTML is, what it looks like, and how it is likely to progress in the near future. Also, how and what options are there for you to design HTML. Now, let's jump in. Start with an example. Here is how you see a web page. This is an online shopping web application mockup where you can use it to implement a POC, or proof of concept, or to learn test automation. It is a simple web application with pages that display text and images, and every page that can be accessed by a unique URL like this. As this URL is unique throughout the internet, it has in turn enabled my web browser, in this case Google Chrome, to navigate to this page. All of this is HTML, which contains URLs or links to other web pages, like this product page. And on the browser, when I right-click, then select View Page Source to actually see the HTML that this page is made of. It consists of elements with attributes, which we'll talk more about later on. As for now, having seen what HTML actually is, let's get started on defining it. The definition of HTML is a standard markup, but not a programming or scripting language for creating the web pages and applications. In other words, HTML is used to control the data presentation, including text and images. The things that you see in websites and web applications are rendered by the web browser from HTML documents, which ends in .htm or .html. HTML documents contain various elements that are specified and supported by all web browsers. Now, let's take an example of the structure in HTML. In the head element, a title tag defining a page title will appear at the top of the browser. In the body, it has h1 and p tags, and in the body element, it has h1 and p tags, which indicates that everything in this tag belongs together. This is a heading 1 and a paragraph that contains text. When the web browser renders this HTML document, it looks like this, including a heading and sentence, and a title that is visible in the browser tab. Next, the HTML element is everything from the start tag to the end tag. The first element in any HTML document is often the doc type element. All of the basic HTML elements are here. This is definitely not a part of the HTML standard, but it does tell the browser which version of HTML is written in. In this case, the doc type element here is for HTML5. Next, we have HTML elements, and each of them has an open or start tag and a close element or an end tag. Moving on, this is the head element that can include a title for the document, scripts, styles, meta information, and more. Last but not least, there's the body element that contains everything to be displayed on the screen. There are a lot of more elements and tags in HTML than just the standard ones, especially with the introduction of HTML5. Elements have become much more expressive on their own as they explain what they are used for. Therefore, the browser and search engines can have a better understanding to determine if parts of the document are actual data or meta information. There are other elements that support the interaction between users and the browser. For instance, the audio tag. You can use this to display an audio control bar on your page and have the browser play the audio. In addition, the canvas element will provide a place in your page that you use to paint in order to display custom shapes. Also, the form element, which is the basis for the most interactive applications and websites. You can use this element to post information from the browser to the server, for instance, text that you've entered in the text field. Within the form, you can also see a button where users click on when he or she wants to send information to the server. Let's look at an example on YouTube of this to give you some more context. Using one of Candlelion's public videos, this web application has provided a layer to control the video. I can look at the HTML of this page by opening the web browser tools. It is often called DevTools, which you can do by pressing F12 in most web browsers or right-click on the web and then click on Inspect. And in the DevTools, when I select the video that's currently playing, it snaps to the HTML of the video. In there, it has attributes that tell what the source of the video is and also how large it is. The video element is an example of an advanced HTML element. The takeaway of this is that HTML is a markup language with many elements, tags, and attributes that web browsers understand. However, not all of them.